Penthouse.
Na 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 na.
Masterclass on the beat.
College advice. I'm a recent grad, but advice that I think would have really helped me and so many others had we known these tidbits prior to starting college and even while we're going through our experience. And so my first tip or piece of advice would be first off, number one, be honest with yourself. Be honest. So deciding your major. I started off as a civil engineering major and I ended up graduating with a math degree. And I don't know, I wasn't honest with myself. I know sometimes what we know we want to do may not be the best. I don't know how to explain it. For example, let me start off. My goal, my family is Nigerian, and so I've always wanted to travel to Nigeria, work on a transportation system. In my mind, if Nigeria can get that together, we can enhance that aspect of our community and our society and nation as a whole, our economy will boom, you know? And that was my mindset. That was how I felt I can be contributing how I can contribute to Nigerian society. However, there's so many other ways, other mediums I can still utilize, because not could have. There's still, when there's life, there's hope. But that I can still utilize, to leave my mark and make a difference in Nigeria. And so I was really forcing the idea of civil engineer. And I went through it 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and by the 3 years. And by the fourth year, circumstances arose and I wasn't able to continue. And so, that really sucked. And I had to be honest with myself. Okay, what is it that you are capable of excelling at? And I ended up changing my degree to math, and finally I did graduate. And so, one, be honest with yourself. Talk to those around you. If you feel as though you're forcing something that's really, it's understandable. Some things are going to be hard, and you're just going to have to put in that extra work, But when it becomes so overbearingly difficult and overwhelming and just stressful, college should be a really great experience. And so when you realize, take the time to be honest with yourself. Talk to people around you and really take in that feedback and listen to yourself, So that would be advice number one. I know it's really long piece of advice. Number two, withdrawals. Late withdrawal, early withdrawal before the 7th week. Really, that goes back to number one. Be honest with yourself. Withdrawals are not the enemy. So let me tell you guys, freshman year was a joke. And I'll tell you it was a joke because I took Calc 1 and ended up taking Calc 1 again. So that tells you how much of a joke it was. But yes, Calc 1 whooped my hiney. And Calculus 1. And basically, I would say, back to number one, if I was honest with myself, I would have just dropped the course and really just taken the next semester. I wouldn't have received that letter grade. That is very detrimental to your GPA, to your ability, not only just your GPA, but your ability to say, if you want to enter into grad school, that's going to show up on your transcript, So be honest with yourself. Hey, I don't see myself passing this course. Talk to your professor and look at what other course load you have going on. And if you both realize, hey, it's not going to work. Yes, it's going to cost you money. You're going to lose out on money, but money comes and goes. There are loans, there are scholarships, there are other alternatives. You can talk to financial aid. There's so many other alternatives, but that grade, once plastered, just plaster that down on that transcript. It's there. There's no retroactive unless you have a serial story. So, be honest with yourself, like number one, and really talk to people around you. So 2, withdrawals are not bad. Really my disclaimers, they're not the worst. It seems like you're giving up, but you're not. Don't see it as, oh my gosh, I'm a failure. No, you're not. You were being honest with yourself and you avoided a letter grade that would be detrimental to your academic future in college. So number one, be honest with yourself. Number two, withdrawals are not the enemy. Okay. Number 3, My third piece of advice would be talk to people. I know for me, it was very difficult at times because a lot of the people, my mom's always said, don't look at their face, you want what's in their head. It doesn't matter how they squeeze their face when you're asking them a question, if they are the smartest ones in the class next to them. And so for me, it's really hard. I wasn't able to swallow my pride, I guess, in a sense. And that did me a disservice because I wasn't the smartest one in the class. And so I should have taken the time to really just reach out to my classmates and study with them. But I chose not to do so. And, you know, so many classes. I could have done better, you know. But it was an experience nonetheless. And pieces of wisdom that I'm throwing onto my sister so she can do even better. And so my third piece would just be study with those around you. Don't worry about how they look or if they're making that effort. I wouldn't say chase them and they're not responding, but if they're even making a reluctant effort, take that effort, because when grade times come, you're gonna be so grateful. When the class is done, you don't have to talk to anyone. You can just go and delete the number. You don't have to worry. But at least you've taken what's in at least you've taken what's in their brain. You know, so just number three, is that number three? I think number three, yeah. Study with people, study with those around you. They're making some sort of effort. You take that effort, you take that olive branch and you just hop onto it and you just go and study with them. You run. Library, study. Late night, apartment complex review, you go and study. Go and study. Be studying. Okay, so that's my third piece of advice. Number 4, what would be my fourth piece of advice? That would be to talk to your professor. So number 4 is more of a, number 3, yeah, talk to your classmates. Number 4 is really you're planting the seeds. So that first week, go and visit all your professors. Let them know where you stand and what grade. Hello, doctor, blah, blah, blah. I really want to earn an A in this class. What other techniques outside of the syllabus should I be utilizing? So they already know, hey, wow, this person is serious about their grade. You feel me? And I think that sets the tone for how they're going to interact with you throughout the rest of the semester. I know for me personally, I waited so long, like the last month. They'll see me every day. So my final year, I did a lot better. But, you know, your final year, you're finally doing a lot better. And my second and third semester, I did a lot better. I did talk to my professors, but there were some classes where I know, hey, you could have done so much better had you just been consistent in interacting with these professors. So number 4 would just be, don't be afraid. You're paying for your professor to be there. So, like, don't hesitate. Don't be reluctant in getting your money's worth, essentially. You feel me? So go to their office, utilize those hours, those time slots that they have allotted to interact with students, and really just set the tone for how you want the semester to go with them. And yes, so that's my 4th piece. Number 5 would be to have fun. So I know my freshman and sophomore year of college, I didn't have much fun. I was very reluctant to go out. And so you have to remember that all work and no play makes John makes somebody a dull boy. I forgot the name of this person that becomes dull because they didn't have any play. But yeah, you know, you really want to find that balance between work meaning study, and having fun. You really want to have that balance because you don't want to burn yourself out with, oh, I'm studying, and you have no outlet, you know? During that time, it's when all that you've studied is now marinating, and so you really just want to, on the weekends, crank out Monday through Thursday, Sunday through Thursday, crank out, Friday, Saturday, bam, 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 da-na-na, cha-cha, da-na-na, cha. Okay, I'm done. But, you know, find that balance, and it doesn't have to be Sunday through Thursday, but just figure out something that works for you, where you're really having fun, and then on those 2 days, you're just relaxing, you're decompressing, de-stressing, and just putting your mind at ease, you know? So that would be my 5th piece of advice. My 6th piece, I guess I'm going to make this 10 pieces of advice, you know? My 6th one would be to, I don't know. eat. I don't think we neglect eating. What would it be? I don't know, maybe just 5. I think it might just be 5 pieces. So those are my 5 tidbits for college. 1, be honest with yourself. Honest meaning honest regarding your degree, regarding your workload, regarding the people you associate yourself with. Just be honest. And let me hop on to number 1 again, because with college, I know a lot of people end up separating themselves from their high school friends, not only because you're growing up, but because of that distance, that growing distance that now emerges between the two of you. And so you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who are going to build you up and pour into you, okay? You want people that are going to pour into you, encourage you. And if people aren't doing that, that's the time to cut them off, cut them loose. And you don't have to directly tell them, hey, I'm cutting you off. You don't reach out as much, you know? This is the time to really be selfish, because you want the best for you. But don't be selfish with those classmates that need help because you're the smartest one in the class. You know, share that knowledge. Knowledge is power, so share it. But be selfish with regards to your time if you really just need a reboot for yourself, you know? And so be honest with yourself, with your course load, with your major, and go with your gut. Go not only with what it is you want to do, but try and find the degree in something that you know you excel in, you know? Because sometimes what I think as people, as human beings, we get so caught up in, oh, this is what I want to do, so I'm going to force it, I'm going to make it happen. But like, that's not something you're really good at. So why not enhance a quality that you're really good at and build upon that and make that your source or stream of income? And so be real with yourself. Number 2, I forgot what withdrawals. They're not the enemy. If you realize, hey, this class is not working out, and it's before that 6th week, 7th week, depending on what university, but it's before that late drop or whatnot, you drop that class. So that letter does not affect your grade or your GPA basically. So if you want to go to grad school, they don't know. They don't know that you almost had a brush with death. But yeah, withdrawals are not the enemy. 3, study with classmates. Don't look at their face. If they're squeezing, I don't study with you, but they're giving you the number, you take that number and you go and study with them, and you just study, you know, be consistent. 4, talk to your professors. First 2 weeks, I said the first week earlier, but those first 2 weeks, you know, just make the effort to talk to your professors, and I think that will set the tone for how you're going to progress. So when they see, hey, at the end of the semester, this girl has 62, but she was there every day she was cranky, she was really trying, they'll give you that C-, I'm sure, depending on the professor. Some professors are really mean, but some professors, you know, that curve is magical. It'll just come out of nowhere and you'll be like, I thought I was getting an F. Next thing you know, you have B-. So, you know, just be consistent and communicating. Keep those lines of communications open. And number 5 would be to find a good balance between work and play. Hey, 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 hey. This is how you MIDI rock? I should have asked some people to teach me. But yeah. So thanks for watching my channel. I hope my 5 tips will help you have a really great semester. And will start you off on the right foot. Have fun. College is a great time. And just, you know, excel. And the people who are getting A's, they do not have 2 heads. So you better go out there and grab your A's. Grab them. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning into my channel. And I hope you all have a splendid day. Catch me next week for another video. Thanks for tuning in nonetheless. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.